I mean, this is the dream. This is the dream, guys. This is the dream, okay? The dream. The Millennium Falcon. The original Millennium Falcon with Han and Chewie. There we go. I guess nostalgia is a thing, you know. Nostalgia is, for my generation, seems to be quite a popular pastime. I'm Paul, and I collect vintage toys, in particular, vintage Star Wars toys, vintage Kenner, in particular, Star Wars toys from the late 70s and early 80s. Yeah, so my life when I was 8 was all about, did I have a Millennium Falcon or not? And that's what my life is still about, funnily enough. It's kind of come full circle. Star Wars toys are very, very hard to come by because in South Africa, Star Wars toys weren't sold in South Africa. So there are, so they're not in kind of every middle-aged man's toy box somewhere in the attic. Bidorbuy is actually was where I really started looking for Star Wars toys. I would imagine that all collectors have this experience of that there's those certain things that you want. The likely place that they're going to pop up is on Bidorbuy. When it comes to collecting, my collecting has definitely kind of intensified since I've had a kid. It's a good way for me to teach him the value of looking after things and just kind of caring about things, and that things, they can have meaning and value, and toys can have another life. It's becoming an activity that we can both enjoy because he gets to play with all the cool old toys and I get to make a collection. Go, Luke, climb up and get them. Now, I could never get a Millennium Falcon when I was a kid. My parents couldn't afford to get me a Millennium Falcon. So having a Millennium Falcon not only reminds me of those great times and of kind of my youth and those happy days of childhood, but it also just makes me feel like I've accomplished something in life. You know what I mean? Like I've achieved what my parents hoped for me. You know what I mean? They couldn't afford a Millennium Falcon. Now I can. When I was 22, I thought I wanted a supermodel. When I hit 40, I realized supermodels aren't as fun as a Millennium Falcon. And I met a couple of supermodels.